The ladder of 3 rounds is represented as leading up to the 7 stars, or Pleiades. This emblem is clearly but a modification of the ladder of the mysteries, consisting, as we have seen, of 7 rounds and is of the same general astronomical meaning. The Sun, when ascending from the winter solstice to the vernal equinox, the constellation Taurus, and the Pleiades, or 7 stars, situated therein, passes successively through 3 signs of the zodiac, which are Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries. These 3 signs are therefore emblematically represented by a ladder of 3 principal rounds, by means of which the Sun climbs up from the point of his lowest southern declination to the vernal equinox and the 7 stars in Taurus.
And Jacob went out from Beersheba and went toward Haran. And he lighted upon a certain place, and tarried there all night, because the sun was set. And he took of the stones of that place, and put them for his pillows, and lay down in that place to sleep. And he dreamed, and behold, a ladder set up on the earth, and the top of it reached to heaven. And behold, the angels of God ascending and descending on it.
By personifying the Sun, and requiring the candidate to represent him, the whole solar phenomena were exhibited in an allegorical manner, and became symbolical of the unity of God and the immortality of the soul. The ladder of the mysteries that was in Genesis 28:10-12, being but an emblem intended to illustrate the main solar allegory, had the same twofold symbolism. When fully explained to the initiated, it fixed upon the mind certain great facts in astronomical science. It taught the order and position of the signs of the zodiac, the ascent of the Sun from the point of his lowest declination below the equator to that of his highest above it, by 7 equal graduated steps. It also taught the duration and order of the seasons, the length of the solar year, and many other particulars of the greatest importance to agriculture, as well as to science and art generally. The emblem, viewed in an allegorical sense, also taught, by solar analogy, the unity of God and the life everlasting. The ladder in this sense was the emblem of the ascent into heaven. From the lower hemisphere, the underworld of darkness, winter, and death, this mystic ladder leads to the 7 stars, or Pleiades, shining in the constellation Taurus, at the golden gates of spring. It mounted still onward and upward, to the summit of the royal arch of heaven, thus emblematically teaching us that by the ladder of virtue the soul of man will at last pierce the cloudy canopy, and mount to the highest circle of the starry-decked heavens, to dwell forever triumphant over death and the grave. When the Sun has reached his lowest southern declination, and begins to ascend toward the vernal equinox, we have nothing but faith in the goodness of God and the immutability of the laws of nature to sustain our belief that the Sun will once more unlock the golden gates of spring. But, when the Sun enters Pisces and ascends the 2nd round of the ladder, hope is added to our faith. For the Sun is seen already to have climbed up 2/3 of the distance required to reach the vernal equinox, and when, at last, on the 21st of March, he mounts the 3rd round of the ladder and enters Aries S pause 2nd equals 1 E pause, the sweet influences of the Pleiades which is mentioned in the book of Job are once more felt, while beneath the warm rays of the vernal Sun the snows dissolve, and the earth begins again to put on her beautiful attire. For lo, the winter is past, and the flowers appear on the earth, and the time of the singing of birds is come, and the voice of the turtle is heard in the land. The 3rd and last round of the zodiacal ladder is therefore emblematic of charity, or that divine love and benevolence which each year cause the springtime to come in due season. So ought we all to have faith in God, hope in a blessed immortality, emblematically represented by the vernal equinox or spring.
As for the likeness of their faces, they 4 had the face of a man, and the face of a lion on the right side, and they 4 had the face of an ox on the left side, they 4 also had the face of an eagle.
The 4 beasts in the book of Ezekiel and the book of Revelation are referring to the constellations in Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, which is substituted by an eagle, and Aquarius. 4 regions of the earth were distinguished: east, west, north, and south. The rising of the bright star Aldebaran, in the constellation Taurus, at the spring equinox, marked the east, Antares, rising in the autumn, marked the west, Regulus, rising in the summer, marked the north. Fomalhaut, rising in the winter, marked the south. These 4 stars form the cross.